I don't know who's watching the after hours, but AMC is looking pretty strong. Riot's going crazy. Bitcoin's going crazy. What else? SENS is going pretty strong, but that feels like a fake. NIO, who went up with AMC all last week, is not looking to do too strong in the after hours, so it's looking positive for most of my puts that I bought. Because I didn't buy most of them on AMC, I bought most of them on NIO. I actually do have a position on AMC for next Friday expiration, $140 strike. We got 20 option contracts. So if it opens up nicely, I should make some nice tendies. That'll be nice. Hopefully this 6% is just the tip of the iceberg and it jumps up to like 50%. I'd like to see at least an $80, $90 AMC today. Maybe even a hundo. Let's just get a hundo. I think it's going to hit a hundo, people. Everybody's so jacked for this week because of all those options expiring on Friday that I think they're going to pretend to give it to us. Maybe they actually squeeze it. I don't fucking know, but I feel like if nothing else, they'll at least pretend to give it to us by sending it from like $100 to $200. And then they crash it. But that's why you have a squeeze bucket. Some portion you do what you do to cash out profits. The other portion, ride or die. If it goes to the moon, then it, like you don't need a lot to make millions and millions of dollars. If we all make millions, like you already know, I got the answers to squeeze another 100 stocks and make it into billions. So, like I mean, if you got your own million, you could probably squeeze your own stocks after I teach you how. After I get my own monies, I'm gonna show everything that I know. Eventually, just not yet. I ain't ready for it yet. Can't give you guys everything until after I win. They keep finding ways to beat me when I give you guys all my information. So, one of my biggest concerns right now with my whole new strategy of creating this Gammasqueeze on a new stock is that, like, I believe that AMC is the only stock owned by the shareholders. And if you look at what happened with AMC before it was owned by the shareholders, as the shareholders started to buy the AMC, the executives started to print or started to dilute stocks and vote for more stocks to be diluted and vote for themselves to have more stocks to dilute. And so one of my concerns is that I go and I throw all my money onto a stock and I make it 100% gamma, and then all of a sudden they vote for 1,000% more shares. So let's just say they got 10 million shares or 100 million shares in there. Let's say they got 100 million shares right now. All of a sudden they're gonna have 1,000,000,000 shares available at 1 penny a piece, and they haven't used 900 million of them because they know that I just set up the Gammasqueeze, and they're gonna build up all this ammo to make sure that the Gammasqueeze doesn't happen. Now, I doubt that they can just do 1,000% dilution on a stock. Like, I'm sure there are some limits within that, and I'm sure there's a certain like amount of time it takes to do it. And so if we have enough money and we can hit it fast enough, I don't think it's a huge problem. But I'm just trying to think out here of like every other time I thought I had a play that was going to pay me big, like they were able to just delay it that much time. They were able to buy that much time to where it didn't pan out for me. And so I'm trying to think in advance, what could they do to stop me from winning if I send out the signal? And as of right now, there's the individual company could definitely drop a whole bunch of stock if they own it. I don't know how quickly, so I got to find that out. But then a lot of the best opportunities that I'm finding actually are involved inside an ETF, which is crazy interesting. Because I've been doing some reading on ETF short squeezes and whatnot, and not all ETFs, like the ETFs are actually designed to replicate the companies that make them up, but they also are actually independent of everything on a second basis, right? So if you go buy all the stocks inside an ETF, you're going to cause that ETF to go separate from the values of the other ETFs. And what that does is it creates an opportunity for let's just say competent investors to short, like find out what's the same in that ETF and the other ETF and find out where the price differences are going to be. And they can basically short one ETF, buy the other ETF, or the stocks with inside the ETFs. And they know that there's going to be a convergence in price at some point. And as soon as those prices come back together, whether it's a month from now or a day from now, that's when they collect a guaranteed free profit. And because those things always come back together, they know they're going to get their profit. And so they're happy about it. Nothing wrong with it. It's a good strategy. But what I'm interested in is the fact that there are a lot of ETFs out there that have, let's just say, 100,000 shares. If it's 100,000 shares and it's $100 a share, then you're looking at what? $10 million, and you can buy every single share in the ETF. If you already put in $1 million on the options and then you go throw $10 million at the stock, guess what? It's going to go up 100%, and your options are going to make 1,000x or 100x, whatever, depending on the option pricing and the stock price. But the point is that an ETF can be squeezed. But the problem is that market makers, when it comes to ETFs specifically, they can't do this on just individual stocks, but ETFs specifically, they can actually go and take the cash that you buy the shares for and redeem that cash for more shares and then add in those shares into the market. So basically, if I come in and I buy 100,000 shares, they can take all my cash, go redeem it, and then bring in another 100,000 shares, and now there's 200,000 shares in the ETF. And so I have not got an answer on how quickly they can pull that shit off. And so depending on how quickly they can do that shit depends if I can even look at an ETF or not right now. But as of right now, I'm not going to look at an ETF just because I know that they got that special feature that because the best opportunities I've found for a squeeze is definitely in these small little ETFs I'm finding. But it seems like there is extra rules in place to stop you from squeezing these easily squeezable stocks. And so again, until I can figure out exact timing, until I can figure out like if I have one full trading day to accomplish a squeeze before they have the chance to actually redeem and everything, then that's interesting to me. Maybe I can just get it all done in one day if I have my own $100 million, right? But if it's not like that, then oof, I think I got to stay away from the ETFs. But basically, as soon as my account hits a high enough account balance that I know I have a stock in mind that is ready to get squoze and ready to go to 100% Gammasqueeze potential, then at that point I will. And when I say 100% Gammasqueeze potential, what I mean is like if you think about AMC, there is 500 million shares. If you look at the open interest inside of AMC, it's like 80,000 contracts or something, which is like 8 million synthetic shares. Actually, I think it's higher than that, right? I think it's actually probably, because I think they said, last time I checked, I want to say there was like 50 million synthetic shares. Let's see. Everything's a freaking news article. I hate that. Give me data, people. I don't care about your opinion at all. Guys, AMC is at its all-time high right now for the day. It's at 52.69, and the all-time high is 52.75, so we're about to break that high right now as the market opens in 9 minutes. Here we go. So you guys want to look at this? Check this out. So AMC started like having its days back in late 2020, but you can see how they went from basically 100 million shares the entire time, and then boom, they started adding on shares like crazy. And then January hit, they already had 339, 337. So after the January thing happened, they went ahead and added another 60 million shares. And then they tried to vote for 500 million more, but they couldn't. And then they still had the 43 million in their piggy bank, and they just threw those on top. go. Could have sworn this gave me the synthetic share count. Strange. Alright, well then let's just Google it. AMC call open interest. Let's see here. Alright, so the current call open interest on AMC is 420,000 contracts. So if you times that by 100, you get 40 million synthetic shares. So if we take the 500 million that we just saw, 500 million shares, so it's the new price minus the old price. Okay, so we got 40 million minus the 500 million divided by the 500 million. And basically, what is that, 8%? So if you were basically 8% of the, if there's 500 million shares, 10% of that would be 50 million, right? So 40 million is 8%. And so what that means is, like, it's not really a number that anybody's maybe tracking right now. But they should be, in my opinion. Like, if you look at the DFV situation with GameStop, like, the short interest was not above 60%. But, like, there's higher short interest in the market today than where GameStop was when DFV started buying his options and stock on GameStop. And so what you guys need to understand is that the number one reason a short interest will go high on a company, there's only two reasons, really. One, everyone thinks the company's going out of business. Or two, everyone's betting that it's going to go to the moon, and the hedges stand to lose so much money on options that they start shorting the market and then delaying and dragging it out so that they can steal enough theta premium and all this other bullshit that by the time it finally happens, they don't lose that bad, and they can prepare for it, and they can make sure it doesn't crush the market and all this other bull crap. And so basically, AMC's at 8% of synthetic shares to number of total outstanding shares. And the synthetic shares is the number of shares created by call options only, because you can only squeeze the puts or the calls at one side at a time. You can't squeeze both. And so you're either counting the calls as your army or you're counting the puts as your army. And so we'll be counting the calls. And if we look at the calls, then basically we'd have to do, like, basically it's 12 times as much as what we've already done in order to get the gamma potential at 100% of the outstanding shares. The synthetic shares matching the number of outstanding shares, 100% equal match, right? And so if I got a company that's only got 10 million shares, well, now I wouldn't need, because if it's 500 million shares we're looking for, then that means I need 5 million option contracts, where right now there's only 420,000 option contracts. And I need 5 million of them. Where if it's 10 million shares in the company, then now I only need 100,000 option contracts. And so that's kind of the way you can get thinking about it. But I am going to be making money soon. And when I do, I will be gamma squeezing a stock. And I hope you join me. Alright, let's see how today goes. We did hit a 53 in the after hours. Now AMC has cooled down to 52.06. I'm sure we'll rally back right at the open. A couple minutes after it opens. The market's about to open, and away we go. Let's go AMC. Just go straight to the moon. Give everyone in my chat $1 million so we can just go squeeze the stock today and be done with this shit. Just send this to 1,000 and give everyone a couple $1,000,000 and then let us go make our billies. That would be something, wouldn't it? And we're open. And we are open. Is it going to be an insta crash and burn? Or is it a bear trap? Come on, NIO, just drop 10% for me. I need you at $30 right now. AMC about to hit 53, baby. AMC new high to the day. New high for the day, 53.06. Let's go AMC all the way. AMC 53.36. Dang, the volume's flying on AMC right now. We're going to hit a lot of volume today. I'm probably going to be looking to cash out my GME contracts and buy some more NIO puts, especially if NIO goes up with GME and AMC. AMC trying to get to 54. We're at 53.70 right now. Almost a 9% positive on the day. Oh, we just dropped to 53.30. 53.40. We are moving, people. I like what I see. Everything else bleeding out a little bit. Let's go AMC all the way to the moon. 53.75, 53.82, 53.91, 54.09. 54.09. Damn. This is something else.
What you doing, 'cause I ain't gonna stop when I'm moving. I'm headed to the top, I'ma do it. I'm headed to the top, I'ma prove it. And baby girl, I like what you're doing. Your body's out of sight when you're moving. You look just like my type, so let's do it. You know I'll treat you right, let me prove it. And make it go
all night.
I'm seeing me and nothing off.
Right.
I'm gonna be something off. With every breath, trust me, I'ma be the one at the top. You can't touch me. I thoughts on with every word calming. I would rather die than be someone who's I'm the type of dude who will not remain nameless. I'm the type of dude who was made for greatness. I'm the type of dude who could really make changes. Cause I'm the type of dude that's becoming contagious. I'm the type of dude that will always be ageless. I'm the type of dude that will always feel shameless. I'm the type of dude that they say is fucking heinous. Cause I'm the type of dude that you know is fucking dangerous.
Guys, the way that I'm looking at it right now is that like AMC and NIO, like I'm just considering them the same stock. So if I got to put on NIOs and I got the calls on AMC, like I just know one of them's gonna pay me by the end of the week. So I'm gonna hold on to both of them until I see some big tendies. I mean, I'd like to make 100K off each side. If AMC hits 140, I should make 100K. If NIO hits 30, I should make 100K. And I want to see both of them hit, honestly. If I get 200K in my account right now, we'll just jump onto the Gammasqueeze. 200K is all I need. But if I make 50 to 60K, then I might go ahead and do the Gammasqueeze anyways, assuming you guys made some money as well. And, like, hope, just cross my fingers you guys follow me in. I don't know yet. We'll see how it all plays out. Why do I think NIO is going to 30? Look at the fucking call option contracts. There's no more, like, NIO's option prices is cheaper than AMC, even though the stock prices are the same. It's 10 times cheaper, meaning that the profits are 10 times more. If you go look at all the options that were purchased on NIO for the last 2 weeks, it has done nothing but go up. There are more profits that have taken away from Citadel and NIO that expire this Friday than probably any other stock in the market. So I was going to bet my puts on AMC just because the math says that AMC goes down. But then I realized with everyone getting all excited for this week, if they wanted to fake a squeeze and give us a squeeze, this would be the week to do it. And so I decided to buy in my AMC and instead put my puts on NIO. And now I feel good about it because I don't think there's any hype around NIO. So there's no reason for them to keep that going, especially if retail's the only one's making money on the call options, which is kind of how I feel like it is. So, we'll see. AMC, $54. Tesla sitting at 621. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Get what I need. Stewart's a retard. NIO's fundamentals are not strong. There's not a damn thing strong about NIO's fundamentals. Stock is extremely overvalued. $76 billion market cap. Shut the fuck up, Stewart. Fundamentals are strong. What a fucking clown ass thing to say. There ain't nothing good about NIO. It's a trash fucking electric car company bullshit, motherfucker. Electric car companies will not be the new thing in 2030 like all the news articles are telling you retards. It's not happening. You guys think the Democrats have won? You're wrong. They have not won. They just think they've won. They haven't fought Godpill yet. The fight is not over. We still live and we still fight. The only thing you guys should be ready for is the market to trade sideways. Like, if everything just went sideways for the next 3 months, that'd be their smartest play. I don't think they're going to do that. I think people get too bored in the market. Like, they like people looking at their phone every 2 seconds. I think this is a thing where it's like they just want you guys to always be looking at your phone, always be trying to bet on the next big winner. And so I think they're going to keep moving the prices. But don't get all your money trapped in a stock where if it goes sideways, you lose everything. There's no guarantee one stock will move up or down. But I feel good about betting. Like, I like betting up on AMC, down on NIO. Just because if it, like, sideways still hurts me. But if it doesn't go sideways, I'm going to win one of them. And one of them's going to pay me $100K. So that's all I need. Kind of where my head's at. It's not a guarantee, but it feels good. Feels safe. Look at Tesla run. Get him, Tesla. Go to 900 right now. I'll take a 900 Tesla all fucking day. That puts $1 million in my account. Let's go, Tesla. Nice. We'll do. No, fuck that noise. We ain't gonna be in here long. Just in case anyone would. That makes sense. Okay. Put. We'll do at the money. No, we'll do $1. No, we'll do at the money. Because we're gonna look for just that $1. 3. Alright guys, so if you guys watch my day trading videos, like it shows that it's breaking out over here. And so I just bet a put that it's going to come down because this big old bucket's starting to open up. And when it gets like a larger range right here, it says that it's usually about to come back down. This is on an index, so I'm sure this strategy probably works a little bit better when you're using it on an individual stock. But I'm going to go ahead, like I just know that the QQQ prices move better than most things. And so I'm just going to play with the QQQ for a little bit and see how this goes. It'd be nice if I could see my watch list at the same time. AMC not at 54 yet. Not back to 54 yet. Tesla doing okay. NIO still up. GameStop still struggling. Alright. Alright. And basically, once the line comes back and touches these lines in the middle, that's when I'm going to be looking to close out my QQQ for profits. And then I'll probably bet that it just goes right back up. And then if it goes down, I will probably bet that it goes up again, even more. It's what we call buying the dip. But we do need to see the QQQ settle first. Which may not even happen. Maybe I'll have to buy another put. It's moving up. How high can you go? If it hits 343, I'll probably just buy another put. for a couple $1,000. Nothing too exciting happening on our stonks. Just gotta be patient. Got to be true to yourself. Is it a pullback or is it a fake? We're about to find out. I bought them for $1.80. So if I want a 50% ROI, that would be $2.70. I don't need 50%. I'll take less than that. So we'll do $2.30.
Yeah, it's our time to shine. Show that's the kind of state of mind you gotta combine with hard work and time. You gotta climb to the top. Don't let yourself drop till your heart stops. Let this beat rock. Got a new clock.
Uh-oh. I might not got out in time.
Just let your mind loose from the
Should have taken less profit, it looks like.
thinking that I'm too proud. Getting caught with a few thoughts cause I'm too boss. Speakers can't even handle me. Giving what I got, nobody's gonna drain my energy. And I will never stop. I'm motivated by enemies. Setting up shop so everybody remember me. And now I am not going through life regretfully. I'd rather work non-stop. They call incessantly than want some more jobs. Just to live life pleasantly. Already got lost in my mind, not a fantasy. I'm getting there. Forgotten souls, so stop, drop, and roll. You lost all control and pop off your ball. I got squat, I fall. I'm not bought, I'm sold. My stock rocks, it's gold. Hey, knock, knock, she home. It's shit, talk to close. I ain't stopping though. It's hip hop, you know. Or is it rock and roll? I'm not dropping, don't know my pockets grow. You can't is a man of question. Got me feeling my ascension in my passion, my profession. I'm attacking my obsession, taking action and progressing. I go off on the enemy. That's what makes them scared of me. Make my plans carefully, then execute them daringly. They say I act recklessly, but that's why I'm effective. See, you can't predict my tendencies. I offer no transparency. Some people think I'm lost, others think I'll be a legend. I'm never gonna stop till I'm one above second. And my thoughts at the top, but my mind stay present. Don't let your dreams stop, cause dreaming is a blessing.
All the same, told me I won't make a name, but it's not about the fame, it's about keeping me sane. So I stay within my lane, feel my blood pump through my veins, feel adrenaline, no pain, welcome all to my domain. Yeah. So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never know I'm taking that crown from you. I ain't worried about you, I ain't never. So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never know I'm taking that crown from you. I ain't worried about you, I ain't never. So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never know I'm taking that crown from you. I ain't worried about you, I ain't never. So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never know I'm taking that crown from you. I ain't worried about you, I ain't never. Growing up, parents got me a guitar. Said you could do anything, kid, you could go far. You could be the president, fireman, race cars.
Like you bitch ass motherfucker.
For the stars. So I strum that guitar every day. Found the passion for music never went away. I joined a couple bands and played a few shows. Tried to impress the girl in the front row. But soon enough, everything starts to change. As you grow up, nobody treats you the same. They try to take your future and make it real safe. You could be a doctor, accountant, or something sane. But yo, whatever happened to the sky was the limit. I fell in love with music, never thought it was a gimmick. I worked so hard on every tune and every single lyric. My whole identity depended on being artistic. Now you wanna strip that away, so you feel okay? Cause if I make it to the top, what does that really say? That you shouldn't have given up, that you made the mistake. But if I fail, you feel much better about picking your lane. Yeah, things are gonna get better real soon. Yeah, I'ma just do me, you just do you. I swear it's gonna get better real soon. Don't let anyone tell you what you should do. I got a clear view. We're gonna make it soon. Let's keep pushing through. You're what you got to lose. You're what you got
Alright. I think I'm going to get off my YouTube live stream. Unless there's any questions I can answer. Good luck, everybody. I'll be back if something exciting happens. Good luck.